And then we got this, and I'm not going to talk too much about it because it's pretty ridiculous and it's only a fan film, but it was trending today, and it is pretty insane because it's like, I remember hearing about this project and I was kind of curious about this project, saw the trailer, and then, was kind of like, okay. So if you guys didn't know, there was a fan film that was being made right now called Spider-Man Lotus, and you can look it up on Twitter. Or not, well, you can look it up on Twitter, you can look it up on YouTube and watch the fan trailer, and it's not bad. It's not bad. My only thing was like, how do you try to do a Spider-Man fan film? Because let's face it, you got to have some web crawling, some thwip. You got to have some web slinging action. That's not going to be too easy to do being a fan film. But then again, these days, some people can make some pretty awesome shit just with a laptop. I tell you what, it's all been pretty crazy. But now I'm wondering if this project's even going to come out, because guess what? Somebody decided to, the actor who is playing Peter Parker, Wayne Warden, apparently people in group chats with this individual decided to release private messages, which is always very strange, and which is always, even if you're in a group chat, try not to say some things that could get you in trouble or whatnot or anything. But even if, these were supposedly from a while ago, and he, of course, since has released this big, huge apology. When you have Twitter, you only have a certain amount of characters. So, of course, they were posting, like, basically big, long apologies, like with little images of these apologies. And he put out a big, long one, and I read it. And I was like, all right, well, he thought this apology out. Good for him. It wasn't just like a single tweet or some stupid video. But apparently there was just some stuff, and I, saw some of the screenshots and everything, and then of course the director of this Spider-Man fan film, whose name is Gavin J. Knopp, stuff started coming out with him. Okay, and this is where it gets interesting, because this just kind of when it comes to whole cancel culture and all this stuff and old and private messages, I think it's always weird. It's like, man, when people just go, hey, yeah, I just had a private message with certain individual, I'm just going to put it out there. It's kind of weird. Like, unless I really would need to, I wouldn't think like posting private messages. When people just post private messages, it's odd. It's really odd. But when it came to the director, Gavin, apparently stuff came out with him where, he was not using the greatest stuff, just like the star, Mr. what's his name? Mr. Wayne Warden. Same thing where like maybe some, little bit of N-bombs, the R-bomb, the F-bomb, not the F-bomb, not fuck, no, not that one, the slurry one. So apparently there was like messages with that. And then of course there were people that were, I guess, photoshopping some things too, which is always gross and which sucks when it comes to the internet. That sucks too. But the biggest thing that was revealed, which was actually ridiculous, was apparently, this is what's funny, is like the only thing that I'm going to show, because he made it public, Mr. Gavin, who runs GJ Key Central, that's the Twitter. He posted in October of 2021. Yeah, that is last year. I don't even know what year it is. That John Watts, the director of the Spider-Man trilogy, saw the trailer for Spider-Man Lotus and direct messaged him and said, the trailer looks awesome. And of course, Mr. Gavin said, holy crap, I can't believe you saw it. I just completely stopped breathing for a minute, and I had to double check. Thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. But then there's like there's a screenshot of one of his messages going like, oh my God, John Watts, congratulating me for that. His Spider-Man movies are still garb. His movies are still garb, but whatever. And I'm like, so he basically was like, oh my God, John Watts saw my shit. But then said, well, his Spider-Man stuff is garb. Not garbage, but garb. There's one thing. It's like, yeah, you don't have to like what a certain director does or whatever, I certainly, I have my reservations when it comes to the Spider-Man trilogy. Enjoyed Homecoming, did not really like Far From Home, really liked No Way Home. And it's just kind of funny, but when you go as far as like telling people in a private, in a direct message that his movies are not just garbage, but garb, this guy sounds like a prick. This guy sounds like a prick. I don't know. It's just, they're garb. I don't know. But then again, was that a Photoshop message? I don't know. But it was just kind of funny because then people were passing around a tweet that showed him saying like creators shitting on other creators. And he was totally saying that's stupid, that when creators shit on other creators. And I'm like, all right, but he doesn't heed his own advice. Interesting. So that's what's all happening with that. And then of course, he put out a big apology too. It sounds like this thing's going to be scrapped. And to be honest, that's the only thing that, this whole thing with revealing private messages and, of course, the canceling and all this kind of stuff. And now it seems like people that are involved with the project don't want to be involved with the project. It's all just a shit show. But, when I saw the whole thing where, like, when I saw the message where he was just like, oh, my God, I can't believe John Watts, messaged me. And then just right after that said, yeah, his movies still suck, or garbage or garb. I was like, all right, this guy seems like a pleasant dude, little bit of an ego, little arrogant, possibly. It's like, dude, you're trying to make a fan film that's not going to be even close to what was happening over there. But anyways, we'll see if this project still goes forward. It's been trending like all fucking day. So, and apologies, and just kind of craziness that's been happening.